Hey guys, Chewy here. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. If not, I hope it gets better, cause I hope this makes it better. Actually, I don't know, but I just watched Markiplier's Damien video, the premiere. I was there. Yeah, whatever. I was there. I'm gonna brush my hair real quick because I didn't put my hair up or prepare at all for this. I just got all of my theory equipment out and just opened up a whole can of worms, and now I'm about to open more worms. Like, seriously though, my theories are racing through my head at rapid speeds. I'm getting head rushes from it. I'm like, I don't even know. But what I do know is that I'm here to place down some theories on this table here. Desk, whatever. So, got a few blank pages here. Pencil, a pen. This is what you're going to need, and you're going to need to do this with me now, if you're going to be joining. I got some Cheez-Its. I got these. I don't know. I'm trying random stuff at this point. But what I do also got. Man, that camera. That works? That works. Hold on. Okay. There we go. That works. So. What I got here. Here, you know what? No. I'm just gonna do that. I have Damien, what I just watched, Go Back to Sleep, Who Killed Markiplier, and Wilfred Mother-Loving Orpstash. Now, I haven't played any of these. I have them all open. Here's the thing. Okay, I've also got some pages here. Whoa, okay. Don't mind that. These right here are the pages that I have. Yes, you guys can see my background. It's this picture right here. Yeah, okay. Anyways. Canon. This was canon. I don't know if I spelled that right. I'm kind of dazed at the moment. Excuse me. Considering so many theories rushing through my head. So, I pulled this together a while back. All of these, actually. Move my mic a little closer so you guys can really hear me. I'm going to speak louder than normal, I think, because I want you guys to hear me loud and clear about all of this. Okay. Damien and Celine are brother and sister. I don't know if I spelled that right. Don't mind me if I didn't. This was made a while ago. So, that is canon. We've already figured that out. I made this theory up just a while ago, saying that Damien and Celine are brother and sister. I did not know that they were going to be twins. Had no idea. It's really cool, and I love that. But, now, continuing on. We have how Dark was created, blah da da. Probably going to change this up a lot. And then I've got the Markiplier / Wilfred Orpstash timeline, which I've put together, and in this 20-year gap, which I have actually dated all of these. You can pause the video here, look through these. Please do not, I have it on video evidence, do not steal any of these. Please. Yeah, anyways, going over onto my other deal here, let me open this up. YouTube investigations. over here, I have all these. Yes, I understand How to Basic is not Mark's backup channel, and the host / Arthur is not going to be like these are no. Yes, I do have somebody else's theory right here that I took from comments and kind of edited but to make the grammar better. Anyways, so I understand that How to Basic and like is not Mark, but who cares? It was a theory that was false, whatever. And then the host / Arthur is not coming back because that was Syndigo's ego that Mark portrayed, but he still included it in the Markiplier TV series, which I should probably bring up, which I'm going to do right now. Markiplier TV. This might give us a little teeny tiny bit of insight. I'm not sure. Okay, bringing it up now. You guys won't be able to hear anything, so don't worry. Okay, it's up. Alright. Now, here we are, these 5. Alright, I think what I was trying to do was the fact that, I'm trying to see if it has created Sunday, September 23, 2018. Damien was created Sunday, January 20th. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that was in January. Okay? That was in January. Darkiplier note. Properties, that was created Monday, September 2018. I've been working on these theories a lot. Properties, September. I did a lot in September. Most of these are from September. In fact, I think this one's actually from this. Yep, same day. Just same day. This is proving that I came up with most of these, hence someone else's theories as the name. I'm not going to steal somebody else's theories. That is wrong. Anyways, don't do that. Don't steal my theories. This is proving that these are mine, so nobody steal them. I don't need text notifications right now. No, I don't even... What? I don't even think that this is... No, okay, that's not important. Okay, none of this is important. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, anyways, text notifications. Not important. What's important is this, because I'm so insanely, like, I've got so many theories going on in my head about this. Reading them off and editing them. Don't mind this. Alright, somebody else's theory. I think that the new Darkiplier, quote unquote new Darkiplier, didn't develop a new form. He has possessed our body, our dead body, which means that we are one of his egos all along. I didn't. And you can actually see Mark to be the actual bad guy in Who Killed Markiplier is Mark himself. He framed his friend, made a deal with the demon that killed 2 of his friends, and most importantly possessed the mayor's body after killing himself. I guess that was the actual origin of Darkiplier, and I'm pretty sure Dark has a point now for killing Mark. I'm not sure how much of this is true. I don't think much of it's true. I really don't. But, crap. Hold on. But, so, I'm still figuring out what's going on here. Yeah, okay, so the year timeline. Markiplier / Wilford Dwarf / timeline. Whatever. I should probably get rid of this. Markiplier Universe timeline. Universe timeline. Markiplier Universe timeline. Let's put it at that. Backstory unknown. I'm just guessing that it's in the 1930s. There's a 20-year gap, which gives them time to go through their childhood, blah da 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 da. Who killed Markiplier? That happened in the 1950s. I researched this by looking up houses, wardrobes, whatever. Because you can look at, if you go, this is also a lesson. If you, hold on. If you go here and look up, let's look up 1950s robes. The same robe that Mark was wearing in Who Killed Markiplier. Hold on. See? That looks almost exactly like it. Now I understand that robes like that still exist to this day and are used to this day. But what I'm saying is that, like, if we go through this, I clicked on this, look at that. It looks almost identical. Even the red color. Now, if we go to Who Killed Markiplier, and we go through here, and we see that robe. He needed to iron that before shooting. I'm sorry. But it's very similar. I looked and I saw a completely red robe that was that silky, hold on, that silky fabric. Like this, except that's more pink than red. But yeah, anyways, so I went through, each brings up different results, so. But yeah, you get the picture that, yeah. See, right there, vintage robe, 1950. 1950. It showed it right there. You can see it. 1950 vintage robe. And it looks almost exactly like this one. You can see that, right? Almost exactly. So, that's how I figured out that over here was, Who Killed Markiplier was in 1950s. Yes, I just recently edited this, especially, right here. But Wilford Mother Loving Wharf Stash, as you can see in the Wilford Mother Loving Wharf Stash video over here, excuse me, that not going by any of this, but going by the car, okay? I looked up, hold on. Timeline. Ignore my desktop. Wilford Mother Loving Wharf Stash was in 1970. 1970, why, you say? Because I looked up but I looked up cars. Now, looking at these cars, you can see in the Who Killed Markiplier series that this is the car that was used. Now, of course, it's not going to be exact because, of course, they had to use modern technology and whatnot. There was a van in the shot over here. They probably did this outside of a real life, place and got a few people and rented it, whatever. But what I'm saying is it looks oddly similar to ones here. we look at the inside at these very thin wheels, today they're thicker wheels and they look different. Trust me, I know this. But I'm pretty sure everybody does. But yeah, looking at the wheel... Abe. Okay, looking at the wheel here, you can see it's very similar to these wheels by looking here. Like, I've no idea if this is actually correct, but another thing that I got to this theory of 1970 cars and not 1960 cars is because if we look up disco timeline, then we see disco and disco Wikipedia that disco was made in the 1970s. Now, it being made in the 1970s would mean that in this disco scene in here, would not, like, disco, right? 1970s. It wouldn't have been, because this entire thing was disco. It would not have been in 1960s because disco was not created then. Disco did not exist. So I went ahead and looked up if 1970s cars were correct. And obviously, looking at this, it was. It looked almost exactly like the car here. If it would load. Right. Anyways. And obviously it's going to have quite a bit of modern stuff in it, considering, you're filming in a modern world with not that much modern things. Whatever. Anyways, that's my theory on that. Now, okay, going back to desktop 2. Going back here, we can see that that's how I pulled together Who Killed Markiplier and Wilfred Mother Loving Warstash. Also, if you go to, again, bringing this back up, if you go here and just look up 1950s style for men, you can see a lot of men wore suits and such of the like. This is what they wore back in the 1950s. Now, in Who Killed Markiplier, we can see that, yes, this is the style that they went for in the 1950s. Now, this is just the timeline that I theorized and pulled together. Hey, that kind of looks like Abel. Okay, anyways, 1950s. I'm curious because I haven't looked this up actually. 1950 detective. How do you spell detective? Yeah, that's probably wrong. I'm sorry. My mind's not exactly there. That was... Yeah, they wore simple hats, but whatever. Anyways, the thing is, Abe is a very weird gentleman who wore a Sherlock Holmes hat. Whatever. What I'm saying is that it fit. All of it fit into the category of, this. And the reason why I did A Day with Markiplier in the 2000s, aka 2018, was because when it was made in that date, the same car was used, blah da 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 da. I don't think everything in A Day with Markiplier matched up precisely, but I think it matched up quite well. I don't know. Maybe, possibly, just maybe, possibly, it was, in the timeline of A Day with Markiplier, was made in 1990. I'm not sure. That would fit along with the 20-year gap but I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, because in 1990, not a lot has changed, considering that was not that long ago. If you think about it, if you really think about it. I did not open A Date with Markiplier because A Date with Markiplier is an entire series of itself, of a total of like 20 something videos. I think he said 24. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember. But I'm just assuming that it was made in the 2000s, but it could have been made, like, well, obviously it was made in 2000, but what I'm saying is that the timeline inside of the actual video could have been in the 1900s or 2000s. So I'm just going to say 2000s for now. But, okay, so you see where all this comes from. And the backstory, which is currently unknown, was placed in the 1930s because that would be their childhood. Because that's 20 years to Who Killed Markiplier. I'm not exactly sure how, like, they could have been in their teens in the 1930s. They could have been children. They could have, like, little kids. Somebody could have been born in the 1930s. They could have been teenagers in the 1930s. Who knows? They could have been in their 20s in the 1930s. It's still the backstory, either way. Now, moving on, you see how I pieced all of this together. 20-year gap for Damien. Now, what I thought about, what I discovered was the fact that Damien didn't, like... Okay, so... Damien... I have theories that Damien happened during the very end of Who Killed Markiplier in the last video. Right when Celine and Damien, who happen to be twins, were in this. Like, well, obviously they were, but what I'm saying is that at the very end in the last episode, in Who Killed Markiplier, Damien and Celine went through this, and Damien first, before they said things like, let me in, blah da 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 da, before that whole scene in the quote unquote flip side. That might possibly be incorrect, is why I have it right here. 20 years could have passed, which is kind of, I don't know. I don't know. And in Damien, Mark said that he wanted Damien himself to become a villain. And that yada 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 yada. Oh, I forgot to mention, this video is going to have spoilers if you've seen none of these. If you haven't seen any of these, please do not continue watching this video because I'm going over a lot. I should have put that at the beginning. If I get a chance to edit this, then I will. But the whole thing is that I'm running out of breath. I'm talking a lot, okay? I'm trying to figure out when exactly Damien took place, because doing that will help piece it together. Now, going back, we already know that, we already pieced together that when these were made, in the 1900s. Now, going through here, I'm gonna go ahead and say 1960s, right in between there. 1960s log cabin. You guys can't see this, but hold on, I'm getting there. I'm also going to look up winter clothing in the 1960s. Now, doing this will help us figure out when exactly this was. This doesn't exactly help. Interclothing. This doesn't exactly fit with it, if I'm being perfectly honest, because if we go to Damien again, spoilers ahead if you haven't seen this, not even 500,000 people have seen this, but if we look at Damien and Celine's outfits, that doesn't look like a 1960s clothing line. It looks like a log cabin. I don't know. Log cabins almost look exactly the same today. Let's look up fur coats. Winter fur coat. 1950s, mind you. 60s, not 50s. 60s. Okay, this adds a little bit more detail to this. This adds a slightly more, but not exactly, because, as I remember quite a lot, not that I was born in around this area, because I was not even alive. My mother was actually born in the 1960s. What I'm saying is, I've seen enough movies, heard enough stories, seen enough pictures, yada yada yada, so forth, that these two styles right here with the buttons and this type of fabric and the fur coat surrounding the entire coat was a kind of style in the 1960s. Now what we see here in Damien, that does not look like a 1960s coat. Neither does Damien's outfit. This outfit right here does not look like it was made in the 1960s. Now, if I look up 1960s winter fur coats for men, things might possibly change. But, of course, they don't, because fur coats, apparently, in the 1950s were always completely on the outside. But what I'm saying is, even in the non-covered completely fur coats, it still wouldn't match up. They had these stiff fabrics with the buttons. Now, if I look up winter fur coats for men now, this is something that pops up. That's a lot of money. Anyways, this right here is something that pops up. This looks more like what they're wearing in Damien, not a 1960s coat. Then too, I'm curious if I look up 1960s winter leather coats. '60s leather coats. Does this match up? Now, this is me doing research now. I haven't researched anything on the timeline for these. I'm not sure exactly what else to call them. Then too, that looks very similar to this, except it has fur on the inside. Now, I guess the second thing I could look up really quickly would be thinking. Winter style for men. Images. This is trying to find out the timeline that Damien took place. don't see anything that matches up. So it must not have, like, the timeline of Damien must not have been in the 1960s. Now, what other theory I have that in this whole timeline, no, there we go, timeline thing here is that Damien was never in a specific year, and in through all of this had already happened. Now, you're probably quite confused as to what I mean by that. What I mean by that is that this is a sort of quote-unquote limbo or something of the sort, where in this timeline, time itself does not exist. There is no timeline. This is almost unheard of, except the whole Markiplier Universe part. It's more like you don't. It's okay. It's hard to explain. Now, what I mean by it's in limbo and something like that, and like this already happened is whatnot, is they went in the middle of this right before the player or the viewer gets shot and dies. Is this happens with Damien and Celine after Celine, in that one scene, closes the door, which I think happens here. Okay, right here is where Damien and Celine are experiencing this section, Damien itself. In this area, this is where they are. And then right after this, right after the very ending, when this all happens, is when this takes place. It's right after this. That is another theory. And I don't think it actually is in here. No, it's not. It's in this one. Yeah. It's in this one. Okay, so in this scene, Celine comes in, takes you into the room, la da 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 da. You go and visit the groundskeeper, and then you're inside this place. Right here, this is where I was trying to get to. Sorry, my headphones. I don't know if you heard that. This right here is happening either directly before or directly after this happened. That is what I'm thinking for the timeline. That is why I have the question mark there. Oh, it's fine. Sorry about that. Doesn't seem like it's Celine or Pamelia, whatever. Doesn't she look so pretty? I know my voice is cracking quite a lot. I apologize for that. I haven't talked much today. Anyways, so that's so far is a series of theories that I've put together, taking in the timeline. Am I correct? I have no idea. But I think I am. Like, I really think I am. Yeah. I will be right back because I have to go take care of something real quick. No, that's not what I wanted. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Now, going on with this, I brought this up when Mark made Go Back to Sleep, and what I thought also going over his live stream where he explained who killed Markiplier is, and like a few other videos that I watched, was the more he is mentioned, the more he is real, the harder it is for him to take over the channel. Hold on, let me take a second to process this because it's been a while since I looked over these notes. Yeah, okay. In a way I understand that, in a way I don't. I don't know. Bringing these back. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, I've gone over almost everything from the timeline, but now I kind of want to go over this, which is, again, like, combination of things and whatnot. Also, if it says added to Wattpad, you can see my Wattpad on my, in my links on my channel, and you can go find that in Arthur's notes, either in Arthur's notes or the About Me. Hold on, let me go check really quickly. So we've already established that yes, Damien could be happening in Limbo. Actually, you know what? Let me make another note for that. Notepad. Okay. Does the timeline even exist? Or does a timeline even exist? Did it happen before or after who killed Markiplier? God, I'm so bad at tapping. Yep, I'm so bad at tapping. Ah, okay, that's why. So, now, this is Damien, save as, don't even, Damien, and all caps. Please do ignore all those notes that you saw. It's personal, very, very personal. Okay. Damien and Selena, brother and sister canon, twins. Should I add these in the same one? I'm not sure. Here he is. Cut, save. I'll delete that later. Paste. Wins. What? I'm so glad that Mark made them canon. I've got to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. I did not spell that right. I apologize for anybody who was like, what the heck are they doing? Anyways, they are canon twins. It is canon that they are twins. It is canon that they are twins. It is canon that they are twins. which I am very happy to that. I am very happy to that. I am so glad I was right. I did not get that they were twins, but I guessed that they were twins in my mind. I did not write it down because I did not think it was 100% true. But Damien and Selena, brother and sister, question mark? Yes, they are canon twins. They are twins. It is so amazing that they are twins. I just find that really cool. Anyways, does the timeline even exist? This is in Damien the video, as you saw. Did it happen before or after Who Killed Markiplier? That I still do not know. But Markiplier Universe, yeah, we already went through over these. What I mean by the more he is mentioned, the more he's real, the harder it is for him to take over the channel. This part, came over through quite a few videos, and I can't exactly remember because if we look, again, I don't think you can get through the, you can't get through the properties through there. But if I look over this, again, do not look at that. I look at YouTube investigations, Markiplier, and once more, we look at the timeline of Darkiplier. Properties, timeline, September 24th. Once more. I'm gonna keep that open so I don't have to go into my folder again and have you guys see that, because I did not mean for you guys to see that. I don't know if you have seen that, or if I actually, skip that. Whatever. Anyways, yeah. It was mentioned over a bunch of videos, which I should have added in, but I didn't. Oh well. This was someone else's theories that I stole from the comments, basically. Now, this kind of makes sense, but I'm not sure. Going over this, however, this was my theories back in probably September. Yep, in September. Anyways, so it was in September. How Dark was created. Mark hated, you can read it yourself and skip past this if you want. Mark hated the Colonel because he stole his wife, so he called everybody to the party because he wanted revenge. I still think that's true. The detective helped Mark organize the party because he knew everyone and wanted to help him get revenge. Or, adding on to that, or Mark hired the wait, hold on, wait. Detective. The detective. I meant to say detective when I wrote that. Detective. Not the colonel. The detective. That's why I was really confused as I was typing that out. Wait, hold on. No. It was the colonel because he stole his wife, so he called everybody. Yeah. I'm getting confused. I'm sorry. The detective helped Mark organize the party, or the detective. Wait. Again, I'm misspelling. I'm sorry. Hold on. I think I lost track when I got really confused. Hold on. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Snacks. I realized I haven't used a paper one single time. Hold on. I'm thinking. Yes. Or Mark hired the detective to look over everyone's backgrounds what I mean by that is that he looked over everyone's backgrounds, because it wasn't because he knew everything and wanted to help him get revenge. It was because Mark hired him to look over everyone's backgrounds and find the best person to set up. I'm not entirely sure. This is a very this is a slim kind of over to the side theory that I came up while rewatching Who Killed Markiplier, because as we can see, if I pulled it back up, that in Who Killed Markiplier, in the second chapter, I think, might be in the first chapter. It was definitely in the first chapter. I will link all of these, which you probably have already seen. Yep, that's where he's dead. You go around investigating, you walk out of there, see him, and right here, you see the detective. Why I keep getting those two mixed up, I do not know. But you see, I don't know if you can see that, but you see this guy, the detective, aka Abel, and Mark talking. What about, though? Hold on. Okay. This is why I think that they were investigating people's backgrounds, because they could set them all. Also, can we just see that this part's red and this part's blue? Like, I don't think they intentionally meant that, but that happened. So I was just pointing that out. I just now realized that. But anyways, I'll cut right to the chase. Chef, butler, good question mark? That is saying, yeah, but he's clean. Butler, he's a new guy, but he's also clean. They're investigating people. So as far as we know, pretty much everybody's clean. The butler, the chef. So that is why I came up with my theory, because I did not think of that. That is why I came up with my with my theory of the fact that Mark hired the detective whom he knew to look over everyone's backgrounds and find the best person to set up. Or, like, that's the reason that I'm like, this is a very slim chance. The Mark hiring the detective, or Abel, to look over everyone's backgrounds, that part, you probably realize that, yeah, that was probably true. Now, to find the best person to set up, that part, I'm not sure if they were trying, that Mark's plan was to set somebody up, but I don't know. Like, that part of the theory is a kind of long shot in the whole run of it. And I'm getting pretty tired. Like, I got really tired after watching that. And then I was like, no, I gotta work on these theories. And I got really pumped and really excited and really hyped from the adrenaline rushing through my brain rushing through all of this because, yeah, who wouldn't? Anyways, after everyone falls asleep, Mark takes Damien's body and kills his own so that Damien can't use it. This part, I'm not sure. I'd probably have to look over the video again a few times in order to just see, think, and kind of go over it to see like what also pops into my mind, because I literally only watched it during the premiere, and after that I immediately jumped on the bandwagon and started to just come up with random theories. So I haven't actually really legitimately looked over that. So I'm not quite sure if that is true. So for that, I will put a question mark. Mark was inside Damien's body the entire time. We already know that that was true going through the Who Killed Markiplier explanation. Yes, you can look over explanations yourself and go off of these series, crediting me and just saying that somebody else's series was used in this, which I'm actually going to X out. There we go, we'll have Mark on here. No. There we go, PJ, Ken, pretty much Sean, partially Felix, partially Jolly, and Mark. Anyways, so there. You can see everybody. So anyways, going through, Mark was inside Damien's body the entire time. We already confirmed this in the Who Killed Markiplier explanation. When you were outside talking to the groundskeeper, Mark is inside and kills Celine, making her end up in the void alongside Damien. This part I'm not exactly sure. Now that I've seen Damien, I'm not exactly sure if this is true. If he's been running through his body the entire time. At the time, yes, that's the theory that I came up with. But moving on with that for now. The colonel goes mad and kills you and nearly kills the detective, so you end up in the void with the other two. I'm not exactly sure if he actually does kill the detective or if the detective survived. But yes, these are swapped. Whatever. Anyways, Damien said that he had been planning this for years, and now Mark was out there walking around in his body. You can see this in the end, probably, like, considering the other theories that I have, might have been before or after Damien, was it before or after Who Killed Markiplier? This is when he said that, blah da da. He said he'd been planning that for years. Was this after, or was this before Damien? With the help of Damien and Celine, the three of you go back to your body and become Darkiplier. As soon as you go back to your body, you see the Colonel with different clothes. Colonel goes crazy and becomes overproportioned. Now he kills people, thinking everything is a joke and that death isn't even real. A part of this, again, it needs to be edited. Now, what I'm thinking now is that Celine and Damien tricked you when, like, after, not when, but after this happened. Oh, man. Yeah, those are my theories so far. A lot of it was just going over the theories I have here. And, of course, there are a ton more. Oh my gosh, I have a lot of work to do considering that this isn't even the beginning, like, nowhere near the beginning, if we look at this properly. Like, oh my gosh. But, anyways, yeah, researching through a ton of Google searches, comparing clothing, blah da da, I came up and with this timeline. Did this even happen? Which connects with this theory right here. Like, was it, was it before or after? Or did it happen before or after? Who killed Markiplier? Does the timeline even exist? Was it just in a mix of all of this? We don't know. But yeah, that was crazy. That was insane. You guys can take some of these theories yourselves, hopefully crediting me. And also, I will leave all the links down in the description below to all of the videos. You can go over them yourself. Comment down below some theories you have, and I will definitely look over them. I might, go over them in a video myself. But, yeah, that was crazy. Honestly, though, my adrenaline was rushing when I watched Damien. Theories immediately started to flood. And oh, also, before I completely end the video, yes, I think Wilford Mother Loving Wharfstash tied into Damien as well as Go Back to Sleep. Now you might be wondering, why isn't Go Back to Sleep in this? Because I don't think Go Back to Sleep was really a huge part. Because, a huge part to the series in just general. Because if we go back to Sleep, we can see, yes, there's a TV there, blah da da. There's a weird man here at first. And then we obviously see that looked to be Celine. Hold on. That was snow. If you couldn't tell, that was snow. If I slow this down slightly, and we see that was snow, that looks to be either a lake of some sort. That looks to be Celine with the gun. Now that I think about it, that I'm not exactly 100% sure what that is. We obviously can't hear anything right now. I'm not sure whose hand that is. From the looks of it, it looks to be, quote-unquote, Damien's. Maybe that was Celine right there. That's Celine falling in the water at the lake. That was trees. There was the cabin you saw for a split second. For a split second, there's the cabin. Even though, in the animation, they didn't include it in the woods, it's still a cabin. No, there's no more. So going over this, just pausing randomly when things come up as they do. I have no idea what the TV is for. There, see, it's in the woods, obviously. And there is a voice. I'm trying to turn captions on. See, I thought I was ending the video, but I realized I had more to go over. Him, I think because of the outline and stuff, that was dark or something along those lines. Now looking over this again, there again, that is Celine. Now, something I noticed is that is Celine when she still had the dress on, but in the animation she didn't have the dress. And as far as I know, Mark looked over everything while creating this. It's my assumption that he did, But, like, you would think that he would add in certain details. It is his series, after all. So, what I'm thinking is he intentionally left it as, like, Celine having just this. But one thing I also noticed, look how much hair is here. Celine in the first one had extremely short hair, as Pam usually does. She had her hair cut. Now in this, that's not very short hair, and it still sort of looks like Celine. So we know that that is Celine, but we also can tell that in the another thing that I noticed was that in the thing in Damien, Celine didn't have short hair. She had long hair in a bun, as we can see right here. So she had long hair there, but looking at Go Back to Sleep, she had shoulder length hair, which from this angle I can't really tell if it's shoulder length or not, but I'm just gonna guess that it wasn't shoulder length. It was actually a little bit more like this, not more here but here. But those specifics don't really matter. The thing is, if that's the case, this is sort of right in between. This again brought up the theory of, does Damien, the video, like in that video, does it have a timeline? Or is it in this sort of kind of realm of, you know, like, does it have a timeline in here, but it still took place directly after Who Killed Markiplier in the last chapter? Going right here, did Damien right here happen directly after or before this? Because as you can see in this, she still has short hair, she still has a dress. In this, she has medium hair. She doesn't have this length of hair, she has medium hair, and she also has this. That is the questions that pull together, and as you can see, looking through the end of this, Celine does end up in the water right here. That is definitely Celine. It's a bit different, obviously, because this is animated, and Go Back to Sleep does not look very animated. This actually looks pretty darn real. Then, too, it couldn't be real. I don't know. Maybe this might be a different person. She might just have different... honestly, this could be Amy with her short brown hair after she dyed it back to brown from being blonde or strawberry colored. I'm not sure which one. I forgot. I know in 2017, which this would upload in 2018, she had blonde hair, but she had brown hair in 2018, I do believe. So, this could be Amy, and I could be looking way too into depth, way farther into depth of detail for the length of Celine's hair. I just feel like that's a part of the importance. But seriously though, like, has anybody seen these two? Like, they actually legitimately do look like they can be related. And I'm not even joking on that. Like, I am not even joking. Anyways, yeah. So, that is the few theories that I have put together for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got some information from this. I hope you guys got your eyes open to stuff that was so crazy that you never even thought about. Maybe. I don't know. But I had a really fun time kind of just sharing these details because I've shared them with other people. I've talked to them out loud like I'm doing now, but to myself without recording, where I'm just alone and I look over them out loud. But it just didn't seem like enough. I felt like I needed to get this theory out there. No, this is not going to become a a full-time thing. I'm not going to be going into theories a lot on this channel. That I'm going to make sure of. I like to make theories myself, but like, if I have any more theories to this or the Markiplier Universe, I will definitely share because, again, excuse me, because like, going through all of this and whatnot, it's just so crazy. It is so crazy. And like, I hope you guys enjoyed this, because like, I had a blast just going over this, finally explaining everything going through my head over and over again. Like, what is this? Does this go here? What is going on here? How can I piece this together? You know, just piecing it together was so, like, it was so much relief. And I'm so glad I got to do it and share it with you guys. But, with that being said, I do have to go. I have a lot I'm going to do. I'm going to take about a 2-hour walk. I've been going on walks, you know, exercising and stuff. The rest of this vlog is the rest of this vlog is probably going to be just updates and whatnot and everything. So, I hope you did enjoy if you're about to X out. So, with that being said, yeah, there's a lot of theories, and it's not just, like, they're not just mine. I didn't come up with all of those theories alone. I had some help from a friend of mine. They helped. I had some help looking through comments at random times. I had some help just looking through the Markiplier, the Who Killed Markiplier explanation, and stuff like that. You know, just, you know, it wasn't just my smarts going, hey, here's a theory, blah, 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 blah. Here's all, everything that's here is only mine. It's all mine, 100% mine. Yes, I did piece them together in a way that was me and all of that, but like, honestly, I never like to take the credit for almost anything if like anybody inspired me for a part of it. So yeah, I'm not exactly that smart. I don't think I'm smart at all, but you know, I don't know. I'm just drawing at this point. Do you like my apple? It's a pretty square apple. Looks like a piece of bread or something. I don't know. What do you guys think it is, aside from an apple? I was gonna use my notes, like the paper for the notes and whatnot. I didn't. I don't know. I just wanted to write stuff down. I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to get it out there for the world to see. With that being said, you guys are probably tired of listening to my voice that sounds really slurred for some reason. But, I got really excited for this. I got really excited for it. I love when stuff like this happens. I love it. I love participating in theories and everything and going over it and whatnot. Especially when it's something like Mark is doing with this series that is just, like, he's a YouTuber. He started out in his mom's basement. That is something incredible to look at. I'm like, if you have never watched Markiplier, please check him out. Check all of his series out. His gaming series, his horror series, his silly game series, his scary game series, his improv series, his tour videos. You can look up his Markiplier You're Welcome tour videos. Everywhere they are, everywhere. People all over the place that actually went to the tour recorded it. Please, go check it out. Again, with that being said, it's been about an hour and 10 minutes. More or less. I need to go. I have a 2-hour walk to take, and it is currently 4:30, and I go to bed at 9. and I have a lot of stuff to do today. So, again, with that being said, I know I've said that a lot, but, the reason videos have not been uploaded for a while, I've had a lot of stuff going on recently that I don't really feel inclined to talk about, along with stuff like really personal stuff that it just, I feel like I wouldn't be myself if I were to continue making videos with this attitude that wasn't something I felt. You know, like, the last few videos that I made were really exciting, and I loved making them, and I loved going through them and putting the stuff together and uploading them. I loved it, and I want to continue doing that. But I feel like right now with stuff that's going on, I can't do that and actually mean it. As well as, the reason I didn't make a vlog was because I've missed so many uploading schedules that I don't think people would notice, and I don't think people would care. Honestly, that's just the way I am. I really don't think that people would care. If you want me to, please comment down below, because I do read every single comment. Like, the YouTube system may be messing up. The YouTube studio, which is in beta right now, may be messing up quite a lot, and I may not be getting to your comments as much as I would like to, but I do check them quite frequently. And people who comment, I do see them. Even game suggestions and people telling me that I did a great job, or that they want me to play other Roblox games. Yes, I am very much so interested in all of that. And I'm also interested in, like, whatever you guys have to say, your theories about something, or your suggestions and whatnot. Like, I'm very interested in hearing what you have to say, so please do not be shy. I will read your comments. Trust me. How did I get on this? Oh yeah, the updates and whatnot, and why I haven't been uploading. I understand that it's partially an excuse just to, like, say that I didn't feel at my best if I were to record, but I will be recording very soon. Again, like I said, there's just been a lot of personal stuff going on, but I will be back to making regular videos soon. I promise. I'm in a silly mood. I'm sorry. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed me going over all of this. This was super fun. I enjoyed actually getting my theories out of here. You know. Out. I will be quiet for like 2 hours as I go on this wonderful walk across my hometown. I will love that. But I have to go in order to do that. I have to end this video in order to do that. Once more, please credit me for the theories and stuff and whatnot. If there is stuff that you have questions about, comment down below and I will try my best to go through the comments and answer all of them. With that being said, I know I've said this so much this video, with that being said, I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, I don't have an outro just yet, and I realized I said I will see you in the next video. That's part of Mark's outro. I'm sorry, okay, I'm sorry, but with that being said, I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.